Hi, welcome back to part 2 of the best watches of 2021 between $1,000 and $5,000. Let's get started. Okay, the first watch we're going to talk about is the Serica 5303, only their third model to be released. This is another micro brand that is recognizable across a room, despite being only a couple of years old and despite only having a couple of models. And that is this strong design language, which is minimalistic, which is true to era. And the era that we're evoking here is the 60s dive watch trope. Now we have a few delicious twists, we call it in the book, in terms of the lug design and also in terms of the dial design with quite long indexes, and then the lume plots are quite advanced into the dial. So the price is $1,700 and the diameter of the watch is 39 millimeters. So once again, you're getting a watch that's so recognizable it doesn't even have a logo on the dial. Serica at its absolute finest has to be included in this list. Now, if the classic and conservative Carrera style isn't for you, then what about the Aquaracer Night Diver? Now this watch that's a bit of an iconic classic, it was in James Bond with its full lume dial, which was a mind-blowing idea at the time, has been relaunched in 2021. Now the original had a quartz movement, it was tiny at 37 millimeters with a tiny dial, and it had a bracelet that really needed to be improved. All of those touch-ups have happened. We have a 43 millimeter watch, we have a much better bracelet, and we have a price point of $4,800. It's a party trick that is like few others in terms of saying, hey, check out this, turn the lights off, the dial lights up like the moon. Great watch, great provenance, cool story. Tissot PRX, you can't not include this watch twice because the quartz model at $550 was a great proposition at that thoroughly under $1,000 mark. Now, the PRX Powermatic 80 is the automatic variation and it just tips over the $1,000 mark at 1,050 Australian dollars. Now again, you are getting excessively priced Genta style design. However, it's a little bit of a misnomer to call everything that has these geometric shapes and patterns Genta designed, because the original model of the PRX, right from that era of Genta design, was its own design. And there is legitimate provenance here of a model that looked very similar to this. It was a little thicker. Now we have a nice and slim automatic execution here at just over $1,000 and lots of dial variations for you to choose from. My favorite is probably the black. Let's go black. Now, at the risk of infuriating people, I am going to include Chrono Tokyo in this list. Chrono Tokyo, along with Baltic and along with Furlan Mari, has created as much frustration as they have desire because these watches sell incredibly quickly from release. But the Chronograph II has to be mentioned because it was just such a devastatingly attractive combination. We have a bicompact chronograph. We have it in this bronze and black color scheme that is just so charming. And I mean, I fell for this watch instantly. However, instantly wasn't enough for me to be able to get one. Now, Zach in our team did pick this one up as well as every other Chrono. So well done, Zach. Finger on the button, being in America helps. The price for this watch, if you could get it at the time, was $4,000. God knows what it is now. It's gonna be a lot more. Now, the last watch in the selection for $1,000 to $5,000 is a Tudor, and it is a Black Bay, but it is not the 58. It is the Tudor Black Bay Time Only, which is a model that doesn't get much love because it is so basic. However, basic watches are very popular and this one's very attractive. It also comes in 3 sizes, in 32mm, 36mm, and 41mm, and the pricing is $4,150. And with this, you're getting a few design touches that remind you of its dive watch provenance, like that snowflake hand. And we're also getting a package that, again, being Tudor, you're getting fantastic quality, great price, can't really go wrong. So there you have it. Another 10 watches delivered over 2 videos. This was part 2. Part 1 went before, don't miss that one. 2, put yourself in the running to have a magazine sent out to you. All you have to do is tell us what you're wearing right now and why, and also which of the watches in both videos, across both videos, would you consider spending on between $1,000 and $5,000 this year? It's a hot batch. There's some tough choices. Is it going to be a micro brand, a big box brand? These were the 10 that stood out to us. What stood out to you? What did we miss? Let us know. Thanks so much.